A country is living mosaic of history, nature, and soul. Located in the heart of the Balkans, the country stuns with its east meets west charm, where ancient minarets rise beside Austro-Hungarian facades. This is where stories echo from stone bridges, and the call to prayer dances with church bells in the mountain air. Welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sip a smoky coffee in a centuries-old Ottoman bazaar. Then hike into misty hills where shepherds still guide flocks as they did 100 years ago. Hear the rush of the Neretva River as rafters ride its rapids. Or lose yourself in the maze of Sarajevo's old town, where time folds in layers. When winter comes, strap on skis in the mountains. When summer shines, dive into cool lakes framed by lush forests. It's a time-bending, heart-stirring experience trip for all of us. Before we dive deeper, please answer our question by rearrange these letters to the correct destination. Hint: it's a breathtaking waterfall near the town of Gazi, where water tumbles from a river into a turquoise basin below. Think you've got it? Drop your answer in the comments. Ready to explore Bosnia and Herzegovina? Let's go. Mostar is a city and the administrative center of Herzegovina-Neretva Canton of the Federation, an entity of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the historical capital of Herzegovina. It is situated on the Neretva River and is the fifth largest city in the country. Mostar was named after the bridge keepers who guarded the Stari, most over the Neretva during the Ottoman era. This is considered the place with the most typical Islamic architecture in the Balkans, an extremely attractive tourist destination in Europe. Mostar is the second largest city, the capital of Herzegovina, one of the two regions of the young country with an area of just over 50,000 square kilometers. It has a name that is written in many ways in the languages of many ethnic groups here. Just a glance, anyone can feel that Mostar is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Mostar bears many historical traces of a multicultural land, worthy of being called the center of harmony between Western and Eastern civilizations since the Middle Ages. Stari Most, a 16th century Ottoman bridge in Mostar, spans the Neretva River and symbolizes the city's historical unity, originally guarded by bridge keepers known as Mostari. The bridge was destroyed in 1993 during the Croat-Bosniak War, but was reconstructed and reopened in 2004. It represents a prime example of Balkan Islamic architecture, designed by Mimar Hayruddin, a disciple of Mimar Sinan. Sutjeska National Park, established in 1962, is the oldest protected area in Bosnia and Herzegovina, includes the country's highest peak, Maglić, on the border with Montenegro. It encompasses Perućica, one of Europe's last remaining primeval forests, as well as Trnovačko Lake, formed within the Maglić Massif. The park holds historical significance as the site of the 1943 Battle of the Sutjeska and is affiliated with the Europark Federation. In 1943, Battle of the Sutjeska, where Yugoslav partisans led by Marshal Tito successfully escaped German encirclement despite heavy losses. Sutjeska National Park spans approximately 17,500 hectares, bordered by prominent mountains such as Pivska Planina, Zelengora, Lelija, Maglić, Volujak, and Bioch. An expansion plan aims to add over 8,000 hectares, potentially making it the largest protected area in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The park showcases regional conservation cooperation with neighboring Drmitor National Park in Montenegro. Accessible year-round, with winter limitations, it lies 110 kilometers from Sarajevo and 142 kilometers from Dubrovnik, connected by major roadways. Popular outdoor activities include hiking on Zelengora and climbing Maglić, while the Tara River offers whitewater rafting. Kravica Waterfall, a 25-meter-high tufa cascade on the Trebizond River, is located in Herzegovina, Bosnia and Herzegovina, near Ljubuški and Mostar. The Kravica Waterfall is roughly 25 meters high and separated into 20 falls, with the lake below being about 120 meters in radius. However, it is this small size of the fall that makes it so accessible, unlike most large waterfalls. The entire area is full of greenery with chaste trees, poplars, and figs all around. Even the tough formations are green with thick lichen, moss, and grass all over them. There are hardly any man-made formations near the falls to interfere with the location's complete natural environment. This popular tourist spot offers swimming, picnicking, camping, a rope swing, and nearby restaurants serving grilled and fish dishes during the busy season. Visitors can also explore a small calcium carbonate grotto, an old mill, and a sailing ship, with the site once owned by notable local benefactor Husrev-beg Selimic. During the late spring and hot summer months, an amazing natural phenomenon occurs at noontime. The heat causes some of the lake water to rise up and form into a mist-like formation at the top of the valley. It is not just gorgeous to look at, but the layer of watery mist also provides a natural layer of shade against the hot sun. The Pliva waterfall is a large tufa cascade located near Jahorina, where the Pliva River joins the Vrbas River in central Bosnia and Herzegovina. Originally 30 meters high, The waterfall's height reduced to 22 meters after an earthquake during the Bosnian War and flooding caused by damage to a power plant upstream. It lies within a narrow karstic zone following the river course, characterized by a mix of flysch and limestone geology. The Pliva Lakes are two natural lakes on the Pliva River in Bosnia and Herzegovina's central Bosnia canton. The twin lakes, one large, Veliko Plivsko, and one small, Malo Plivsko, are formed where the river Pliva widens on its course to Jajce. In town, it meets the Vrbas River and spills out into the impressive Pliva Waterfall. Natural barriers of tufa limestone are what has caused lakes and low cascades to form along its reaches. Natural dams created by accumulated moss and algae that apparently grow 1 centimeter every year are constantly transforming the look and flow of the landscape. Pliva Lakes are a popular spot for local families and tourists alike, especially in the summer months. Surrounded by lush hills and ever-changing water formations, the lake shows a vivid display of nature's quiet strength artistry. This living landscape, sculpted by time, water, and growth, continues to enchant all who enjoys its serene beauty. The Neretva River, one of the largest in the eastern Adriatic basin, supports 4 hydroelectric plants that provide flood control, power, and water storage. Its diverse natural landscapes and ecosystems are highly valued in Bosnia and Herzegovina and Croatia. The name Neretva likely derives from an Indo-European root, meaning to dive, reflecting its cultural and historical importance. In antiquity, the Neretva River was known by names such as Narenta and Narona, and was inhabited by the Illyrian tribe of Ardiae, who excelled in shipbuilding, seafaring, and fishing. Archaeological discoveries near Hutovo Blato reveal aspects of Illyrian daily life religion, including ancient shipwrecks in the river's vicinity. Excavations at Dasilo uncovered a unique Illyrian trading post over 2,000 years old, highlighting its importance for Illyrian-Roman trade relations. Findings include settlement ruins, harbor remains, and sunken boats carrying 1st century BC wine amphorae, indicating significant commercial activity at this site. The river basin holds a significant source of drinking water, situated between major regional rivers. The Neretva River ranks among the largest in the eastern Adriatic region, featuring 4 hydroelectric dams that aid in flood control, energy production, and water storage. Renowned for its rich ecosystems, the river supports diverse flora and fauna valued across Bosnia and Herzegovina, as well as Croatia. Positioned between major rivers, the basin supplies one of the most crucial sources of fresh drinking water in the area. Baščaršija is Sarajevo's old bazaar and the historical and cultural center of the city. Baščaršija was built in the 15th century when Isa-beg Ishakovich founded the city. Before the Ottomans arrived, the largest settlement on Sarajevo Field was the village square Tornik, located where Ali Pasha's mosque stands today. Baščaršija was established in 1462 when Isabeg Isakovic built the Isakovic Han along with numerous shops. During this period, several mosques were constructed, including the famous mosque by Havedja Durak in 1528 and Gazi Husrev-beg's mosque in 1530. Gazi Husrev-beg also built educational, religious, and commercial buildings such as a medresa, library, hammam, bezistan, and a clock tower, becoming a major patron of the city. Alongside Islamic sites, Baščaršija hosts the Old Orthodox Church from the 16th century and the first Sephardic Jewish temple, the Old Synagogue, built between 1581 and 1587. Sarajevo flourished as a trade center with numerous shops, bezistans, and merchant colonies, boasting about 12,000 commercial and craft stores. The city suffered several devastations, including earthquakes, fires, and an attack by Prince Eugene of Savoy's troops in 1697. Modernization began after the Austro-Hungarian occupation in 1878, but plans to demolish Baščaršija after World War II were canceled, preserving its historic buildings. Today, Baščaršija stands as a vibrant mosaic of Sarajevo's layered history, where centuries-old architecture and cultural landmarks remain alive in daily city life. Its preserved alleys, sacred spaces, and artisan shops reflect a unique blend of tradition and resilience that continues to define the heart of Sarajevo. Gazi Husrev-beg Mosque, built in 1530, is the largest historical mosque in Bosnia and Herzegovina, located in Sarajevo's Baščaršija district. It serves as the central mosque for Muslims in the country and is a major architectural and cultural landmark. The mosque was part of Gazi Husrev-beg's endowment, which also included schools, a market, and public baths, shaping Sarajevo's urban core. Most scholars attribute the mosque's design to Achim Ali Tabrizi, though Mimar Sinan may have supervised its construction. Ragasan masons were invited by Gazi Husrev-beg to aid in the building process, as noted in historical records. It became the first mosque in the world to be illuminated with electricity in 1898 during Austro-Hungarian rule. Architecturally, it reflects the early period of classical Ottoman style, featuring a central domed space with multiple adjoining domes. The Qibla wall houses the mihrab, minbar, and kursi, enclosed within a semidome supported by muqarnas-structured pendentives. Two smaller chambers, called terima, flank the central space and are topped with their own domes. The exterior is defined by its towering minaret, a domed portico, and a richly adorned portal, reflecting the mosque's spiritual and artistic significance. Blagaj is a historic village in Bosnia and Herzegovina, located in the Herzegovina-Neretva canton near the spring of the Banja River. Known for its unique urban layout, the village combines both urban and rural elements, making it a valuable built environment in the region. The Blagaj Tekija, a dervish monastery built around 1520, features Ottoman and Mediterranean architectural styles and is recognized as a national monument. The earliest Blagaj settlement developed near the Blagaj fort, but limited trade and agriculture prevented it from becoming a commercial center. Urbanization took shape in the late 15th century, with the town structure evolving throughout the 16th century. The medieval Blagaj fort, positioned on natural cliffs, features walls reaching up to 14 meters and a relatively small defended area. During Ottoman rule, residential quarters and public buildings emerged around the fortress, reflecting a high standard of living, exemplified by the Velagich house complex. Most of the town expanded along the right bank of the Bosnia River due to the left bank's steep terrain. Key public structures included the Kravica Mosque, built in 1521, and bridges such as Husrev-beg from 1570, showcasing advanced architectural techniques like barrel vaults. Despite some urban decline, Blagaj preserved its Oriental character and distinctive architectural style throughout the Austro-Hungarian period. Mountain Jahorina, an Olympic beauty, is located in the heart of Bosnia and Herzegovina on the Balkan Peninsula in southeastern Europe. On Jahorina ends the warm Mediterranean climate and begins colder continental climate, so every season is ideal for a holiday on Jahorina. In summer, Jahorina is overgrown with thick grass and forest, and in winter, the height of snow reaches up to 3 meters. Jahorina was discovered in 1878 as a mountain suitable for rest and tourism, when Austria-Hungary built the first hunting lodge there. From then until today, the potentials, accommodation capacities, and diverse offer are constantly improving and increasing. In 1912, the first forest railway was built from place name Pale to Poljic on Jahorina, primarily for the export of wood, but it was connected with the road Visegrad, Sarajevo. Its highest peak, Ogrjelica, has a summit elevation of 1,916 meters, making it the second highest of Sarajevo's mountains, after Bjelašnica at 2,067 meters. Today, Jahorina is one of the most modern ski centers in the Balkans. The ski resort consists of 45 kilometers of alpine and 10 kilometers of Nordic trails. It has slopes just for everyone, those who are for light skiing, fans of medium difficult trails, or those who are experienced, skillful, and extreme skiers and athletes. Una National Park was established on 29th May 2008 around the rivers Upper Una River, Krka, and the Unak. It is Bosnia and Herzegovina's largest national park. For purpose of the park is to protect the unspoiled Una River and its tributaries. The national park covers a protection zone of 198 square kilometers, extending along the Krka River from its source to the Una River at the Bosnia and Herzegovina-Croatia border. The park's eastern boundary follows the Unak River Canyon from near Drvar town to its confluence with the Una at Martin Broad. From Martin Broad to the town of Ripach near Bihać, the border runs along the Una River and the international boundary between the two countries. Despite its natural beauty, Una National Park still receives a small number of visitors. Part of the reason is that in Bosnia, Una National Park is a bit remote and difficult to get to. However, those who make the effort will be rewarded with one of the most beautiful areas in Bosnia. If you are looking for a peaceful and quiet spot full of nature that is off the beaten path, Una National Park is the place to go. The Ostroža Castle is a jewel of the cultural heritage of Bosnia and Herzegovina that will delight you with its beauty and rich history. it was declared a national monument in 2013, recognized as an architectural ensemble of historical significance. The site hosts the long-running Colony of Sculptors event, leaving over 150 Bietsite stone sculptures in the castle courtyard. These works form the unique open-air sculpture park Oosterjak, while the grounds also serve as a venue for cultural events and are undergoing gradual restoration. The fort's careful and strategic construction is evident in its long resistance. Under General Ivan Lenković, with 40 soldiers, it battled Ottoman attempts for nearly a century. Here, you will have the opportunity to see the magnificent architecture, walls and towers, and get to know the rich history of this area. Inside the castle, you can visit the museum, where numerous objects from the past are exhibited that tell the story of this castle and the region in which it is located. If you are looking for a unique cultural experience, a visit to Oosterjak Castle is something you should not miss. Jablanica is a town in the Herzegovina Neretva canton, located on the Neretva River and Jablanica Lake. Jablanica has an average elevation of 202 meters above sea level, contributing to its mild geographic profile. It belongs to the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, one of the country's two entities. Jablanica Lake has become a beloved weekend retreat, renowned for its serene environment ideal for fishing, peaceful rafting, swimming, and camping. This picturesque lake stretches from Konjic to Jablanica alongside the M17 highway. The lake has an irregular elongated shape with the 30-kilometer long 1.2 kilometers across at its widest. It was created in 1953 after the construction of an 80-meter high arch dam on the Neretva River, 5 kilometers upstream from Jablanica. Jablanica Lake is used for electricity production, while also supporting summer recreation such as fishing and swimming. Surrounded by lush green hills, the area reflects the changing hues of the sky and terrain. Approximately 69% of the municipal land is covered by forest, reflecting its rich natural environment. Surrounded by the majestic Radusha, Maklian, Ljubusha, and Vrana mountain ranges, this pristine lake was created in 1968 and spans 12 kilometers. It reaches a maximum depth of 95 meters, with water levels that can fluctuate up to 50 meters. What makes Ramsko Lake truly enchanting are its picturesque islands and peninsulas, with the most renowned being the Shit Peninsula, resembling a guitar in shape. Several years ago, the lake's water level dropped significantly, unveiling intriguing remnants of the past. These included traces of ancient trees, a graveyard, and a settlement dating back over 500 years, revealing the rich history hidden beneath its waters. For cycling enthusiasts, the area surrounding Ramsko Lake features diverse biking trails. This 34-kilometer route offers a scenic journey through picturesque villages and showcasing stunning views of Ramsko Lake and its surroundings. The area is also a haven for hikers, surrounded by mountains like Ljubusha, Radusha, Maklian, Studena Planina, Bokševica, Čvrsnica, and Vran. With accommodation options nearby, Ramsko Lake is accessible year-round, when you can experience all the wonders of the lake from your own. Citadel Počitelj, built in 1383 by King Tvrtko I, controlled a key merchant route from the Bosnian interior to the Adriatic Sea. The Ottoman Empire expanded its fortifications and developed the settlement, which today overlooks the historic walled town of Počitelj. Počitelj was built on a rocky cliff, sloping steeply down to the bank of the river Neretva. The fort of Počitelj was constructed between the 15th and 18th centuries, with pauses in building activity. Its oldest section includes a donjon tower and small bailey, dating to the late 14th century, with later reinforcements from the 15th century. Evidence suggests a small settlement existed below the fortress during or before its earliest phase. By 1698, the fort was significantly expanded with bastions, gates, a mosque, cistern, granary, and other structures. Despite the 1992 to 1996 war in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the fortress remained largely undamaged. It belongs to the group of medieval geomorphologic fortified towns of small size with a single tower. The rocky slope above the river determined the outline of the fortifications, forming as it does a solid foundation for the ramparts. Maglić is a transboundary mountain in the Dinaric Alps, straddling the border between Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro. Its highest peak, at 2,388 meters, lies in Montenegro, while the slightly lower, but more visited, 2,386-meter peak is the highest point in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Maglić is the highest mountain in Bosnia and Herzegovina, bordered by the Sutjeska, Pliva, and Upper Drina rivers, with the Vučevo Plateau extending north. Trnovačko Lake, a glacier lake formed by the Montenegrin section, is known for its beauty and green-blue water. The area includes the Perućica Forest, one of Europe's last primeval forests, located within Sutjeska National Park. Forests dominate the northwest slope, while other areas are steep, rocky, or covered with pastures above 1,600 meters. Maglić is marked by rugged limestone cliffs, deep gorges, and high mountain plateaus shaped by centuries of erosion. Hiking routes to the summit take 2 days, offering panoramic views of nearby peaks, lakes, and distant Bosnian mountains. Every visitor will renew energy, make soul happy, and find an intact part of nature for themselves. The Shishman Ibrahim Pasha Mosque, located in the picturesque village of Počitelj, is a notable example of Ottoman architecture that showcases the region's rich cultural heritage. This mosque offers visitors a serene environment to appreciate its historical significance and intricate design. The mosque is a stone, single-domed structure with a square base, built from uniformly polished limestone blocks, features 45 windows, and a classical cornice. Its facades also include nearly 50 birdhouses, reflecting the Islamic belief in birds as divine beings living in structured communities. The first mosque of Ibrahim Pasha was built in Razgrad in 1533, featuring unique architectural elements, but it was demolished around 1600 for unknown reasons. Its remnants were discovered in 1986 during archaeological excavations. The second mosque, completed in 1616 to 1617 by Mahmud Pasha, was constructed on the original site, then named after Ibrahim Pasha. The village of Lukomir is the highest and most isolated village in Bosnia Herzegovina, sitting at an altitude of 1,495 meters. Perched on a mountaintop at an altitude of about 1,500 meters, Lukomir, the highest village in Bosnia, seems completely isolated from the outside world. The village is also known as the perfect example of traditional nomad village in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Lukomir is unique for its stone houses that are covered with cherrywood shingles, and for its traditional centuries-old and beautifully decorated. Lukomir, in local language, Harbor of Peace, is the only remaining semi-nomadic traditional mountain village in BiH, dating back at least 600 years ago. The population of the village originates from Podvelja, which is part of Herzegovina. Due to lack of water on the plateau, during the summer, semi-nomadic shepherd tribes moved to the rich pastures of Mountain Bielashnica. Members of tribes Chamor and Maslesha were those who built seasonal settlements that later grew into a village. This magnificent place resembles an open-air ethno-museum and an absolute haven for those who are into an intact nature and outdoor activities. Lukamir is one of the best gifts you can bring with you from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Stolac is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Bosnia and Herzegovina, located in the Herzegovina-Neretva canton. Positioned along a tourist route linking Sarajevo to Dubrovnik, the city connects the mountainous interior with the Adriatic coast. Its geography, climate, and natural features have supported human settlement since prehistoric times, attracting various ancient civilizations. Numerous archaeological remains from Illyrians, Romans, and Slavs testify to its long-standing historical significance. In one small area, unique cultural and aesthetic values, Stolac's historic core is an example of a complex cultural, historical, and natural environmental ensemble. The area around Stolac has been inhabited for at least 15,000 years, as shown by ancient markings in Badanj Cave. Nearby lies the Radimlja Stečak necropolis from the 15th and 16th centuries, featuring tombstones with detailed carvings and portraits. While Dorsen is traditionally dated to 2,500 years ago, geological studies suggest ruins beneath it may be as old as 7,000 years. A 36-kilometer road completed in 2022 now links Stolac with Neum, boosting regional tourism between the coast and inland areas. Stolac presents one of few urban ensembles in Bosnia and Herzegovina preserved in their integrity to the present time, developed through the several phases of the history. The Hercegovačka Gračanica Monastery in Trebinje, Bosnia and Herzegovina, is a Serbian Orthodox site completed in 2000, modeled after the Gračanica Monastery in Kosovo. Situated on Krkvina Hill, the monastery overlooks the city and the Trebisnica River, a historic pilgrimage location. The site was once home to the Church of St. Michael, a medieval endowment of King Milutin. Built to fulfill poet and diplomat Jovan Ducic's last wish, his relics were moved from Illinois to the monastery in 2000. It was built in honor of the wish of the famous Serbian poet Jovan Ducic, expressed in his will. Visoko is a city in the Zenica Doboj canton of Bosnia and Herzegovina, situated at the confluence of the Fonica and Bosna rivers. The region shows continuous human presence dating back to the 5th millennium BC, with Okolište revealing one of southeastern Europe's largest Neolithic settlements. It served as a key political and commercial center in medieval Bosnia, where King Tvrtko I was crowned and hosted an important fortress on Visočica Hill. Following the kingdom's fall, Visoko developed as an Ottoman town, influenced by local leaders such as Ajas Pasha, before Austro-Hungarian occupation in 1878. Today, Visoko draws many tourists annually, which was once a major textile leather exporter in socialist Yugoslavia. The city invested around 250,000 euros for tourism in 2018, focusing on improving infrastructure and promoting its natural valleys. The Visoko municipality spans 232 square kilometers, featuring distinctive valleys shaped by the central Bosnian mountains, with elevations ranging from 400 to 1,050 meters. The area is known for its rich natural beauty, with river valleys and mountain views creating a scenic environment. It also serves as a key connection point, linking nearby towns and providing access to the Adriatic coast by rail. Travnik Castle is a medieval town fortress complex in the town of Travnik, central Bosnia Canton, Bosnia and Herzegovina. The Travnik Fortress likely dates to the late 14th or early 15th century, built under Bosnian kings for regional defense. Its construction predates the Ottoman arrival, but it was completed too late to prevent their expansion into Bosnia. In 1463, Sultan Mehmed II captured Travnik during a campaign that led to the fall of the Bosnian kingdom. The fortress became a strategic Ottoman military site, later expanded with defensive towers and fortified walls. Under Ottoman rule from 1463 to 1878, Travnik served as part of the Sanjak of Bosnia due to its advantageous location. During Austro-Hungarian control, the fortress remained intact and functioned as a garrison base in central Bosnia. This castle is one of the most beautiful and best preserved fortified buildings of medieval Bosnia, in which subsequent historical periods have left their special features. Prozor-Rama is a municipality located in Herzegovina-Neretva Canton of the Federation, an entity of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The municipality of Prozor-Rama is located in northern Herzegovina, where the Rama River once flowed into the Neretva. Today, the original confluence no longer exists, as the Rama River's upper course is submerged by Ramsko Lake, while the lower course lies beneath Jablanica Lake. The area is surrounded by high, rugged mountains, including Maglić, Raduša, Vran, Ljubusha, and especially the steep Čvršnica Massif to the south. Western and northern mountain routes are more accessible, historically serving as key connections to surrounding regions. Fertile valleys once lay along the Rama River, especially in its upper course, which is now mostly underwater. The terrain creates significant elevation differences across villages, some lying below 300 meters, while others exceed 900 meters. Despite the altitude, the region enjoys mild conditions due to Mediterranean climatic influence reaching through the Neretva and Rama valleys. Trebinje is a city and municipality in Republika Srpska, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Also is the economic and cultural center of the region of East Herzegovina. It is the southernmost city and is situated on the banks of the Srebrenik River in the region of East Herzegovina. The city's Old Town Quarter dates to the 18th century Ottoman period and includes the Arslanigić Bridge, also known as Perovića Bridge. Trebinje, originally called Tribulium, was part of the medieval Serbian state and later incorporated into the Bosnian kingdom under Tvrtko Uri. By the late 15th century, it came under Ottoman rule, who fortified the town and built landmarks like the Old Town Castle and Arslanigić Bridge. The Tvrdoš Monastery became a center of anti-Ottoman resistance in the late 16th century, sparking uprisings that were eventually crushed. In the 18th century, Trebinje faced repeated raids and conflicts, notably involving Hajduk, Venetians, and Austrian forces. The town remained under Ottoman control until 1878, after which it was occupied by Austro-Hungarian forces, who introduced modernization without industrial development. During World War I, Serbs in the region suffered reprisals from Austro-Hungarian aligned militias, leading to mass migrations. Under Yugoslavia, Trebinje developed rapidly, especially in hydroelectric infrastructure, contributing to urban growth. During the Bosnian War, the town became a strategic military base, saw ethnic persecution, and witnessed the destruction of its Islamic heritage. Srebrenik Fortress is a fortress located near the city of Srebrenik in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It has been a national monument of Bosnia and Herzegovina since 2 November 2004. The fortress is located on the northeastern slopes of Maglić Mountain in the village of Gornji Srebrenik, about 5 kilometers away from the city center. It is built on a steep, almost inaccessible rock, with a deep trench dug underneath, with the only entrance being a small bridge. Srebrenik Fortress was first mentioned in 1333, though its exact construction date and builder remain unknown. It held strategic value due to its position on key military routes, frequently changing hands between Bosnian, Hungarian, and Serbian rulers during the 14th and 15th centuries. By the mid-15th century, the Ottomans briefly controlled it, but it was reclaimed by Matthias Corvinus, who established the Banate of Srebrenik to reinforce defense. The fortress saw minimal activity between the Battle of Mohacs and the Treaty of Karlowitz, likely remaining either abandoned or lightly manned. Records show the surrounding principality had a mix of Christian and Muslim households, with some local conversions to Islam over time. In the 18th century, as Ottoman borders contracted, the site regained importance but fell into disrepair, eventually being abandoned in 1835. Brčko, located in the northeast of Bosnia and Herzegovina, is a neutral, autonomous district under the sovereignty of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Officially, the district belongs to both the country's entities, the Republika Srpska and the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The city was established in 1999 to reflect the multi-ethnic nature and special status of it and its surrounding areas within the newly independent Bosnia. The city is on the north, riparian border of Bosnia, across the Sava River from the village of Gunja in Croatia. In 1862, expelled Muslims from Belgrade resettled in Brčko following their removal by Serbian authorities. During the Bosnian War, Brčko witnessed the Brčko Bridge massacre and became a critical point in the corridor linking Republika Srpska's territories. Brčko later emerged as a center for multi-ethnic reintegration, supported by education reform, property law enforcement, and infrastructure recovery. Its location along the Sava River re-established it as a key logistics hub, though the pre-war demographic balance was not fully restored. Banja Luka city, northern Bosnia and Herzegovina, lies along the Vrbas River at its confluence with the Vrbanja. It serves as the capital of the Republika Srpska, Bosnian Serb Republic, one of the two largely autonomous entities that make up the country of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Banja Luka's history started to Roman times, with the fort, castle, and settlement Ad Ladios, marking its ancient presence along the Vrbas River. In the Middle Ages, Slavs settled the region, and several nearby fortresses were established. Under Ottoman rule, beginning in 1527, the city flourished as a commercial and political hub due to major construction projects led by Ferhad Pasha Sokolovic. The 19th century saw industrial growth driven by Sephardic Jews and Trappists who built factories and introduced famous local products like Trappist cheese. Banja Luka modernized significantly during Austro-Hungarian administration with infrastructure, education, urban development. During World War II, it became part of the Ustaše-led independent state of Croatia, where thousands of Serbs and Jews were killed or deported. A severe earthquake in 1969 destroyed large parts of the city, but national reconstruction efforts revitalized Banja Luka. Today, Banja Luka stands as a resilient and vibrant city, shaped by its layered history, cultural diversity, and continual renewal. Martyrs Memorial Cemetery, Kovači, is the main cemetery for those who were killed in the Yugoslav wars from 1991 to 2001. The cemetery was primarily used as the final resting place for the soldiers of the Army of Bosnia and Herzegovina who were killed during the conflict. During the war, the city was plagued by snipers and grenade fire that averaged more than 300 grenades per day. Nearly 12,000 residents were killed during the Yugoslav wars, including 1,500 children. Many of the victims of this violence are buried in the Martyrs Memorial Cemetery, Kovači. In addition to civilian victims, the former Yugoslav president Alija Izetbegović is buried in the Kovači Cemetery. The cemetery is sometimes referred to as the Shaheed Cemetery due to its historic Islamic roots. Some of the oldest tombs date to the 15th century. Martyrs Memorial Cemetery. Kovači stands as a solemn reminder of Sarajevo's wartime suffering and the resilience of its people. Honoring both fallen soldiers and civilians, it remains a powerful symbol of memory, sacrifice, and national identity. So, let's be honest. Bosnia and Herzegovina isn't just a place you visit. It's a place that surprises you, shakes you up a little, and makes you wonder why it took you so long to find it. In here, rivers rush through emerald valleys like they're racing the wind. Mountains rise with quiet strength, wrapped in clouds and wild silence. Forests stretch around Konatri, and hidden between them are lakes so calm they feel unreal. So if you want a little muddy, breathing in mountain air, and realizing your phone's been in your pocket all day because real life is just that good, then yes, Bosnia and Herzegovina is for you. If you love the journey, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. There's a whole world out there, and we're just getting started. See you in the next adventure.